When you become a specialist, and I'm a really big fan of niching down, the value of that is it allows you to position yourself as the expert, and then you become the least risk choice for somebody. So that's stage one. Like if you're talking about some guy you met who happens to work in an IT department, builds websites on the side, or like your brother's cousin who builds websites, which is how a lot of people end up finding someone to build their first website. They will have some knowledge, but actually I can phone up the operations director of the UK's main photo printing lab because I know him and say, hey, I'm not happy with your API. This isn't really working the way it integrates with Gravity Form. Can you sort that out? And he'll go, yeah, no problem. So I have an intimate knowledge of everything a photographer needs in a website. So that's stage one. And you could have that and have terrible design aesthetic, and you could hire a graphic designer to at least design the front end. But then I've got to the point where my sites are a bit out. They're different.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful. And I've got to the point where they're saying, do what you want to do. I want you to let your imagination run wild, because I want a site that's really striking, that stops people in their tracks. If you can have technical trust, but then you have a design aesthetic that people want because you are known for that, then that's the double whammy. And that does take a long time to kind of get there. It's taken me 10 years to get to that point. So
you don't just pick a niche, you have to operate in it over time for a long time.
Yeah. And I do really hustle. I go and speak at 5 or 6 photography conferences a year. Some are small. I go and speak to small groups and large groups. I'm not out there being a kind of superstar, but most wedding and portrait photographers would possibly have heard of me, but I don't ever slack off. I'm still showing up at events and shaking hands and networking with people and writing guest posts here and doing podcasts. And I love that because you've got to marketing your business, right?